Alright, today we're going to show you how to dilute a growth media powder, which is what you'll be doing for your midterm this year. So before I get started, I'm going to spray my hands with alcohol and allow it to dry. I have only an exact amount of items needed to complete the task in my hood. We only get 2 alcohol swabs, 1 needle, 1 syringe, our powder, our diluent, and our syringe caps. We want to test that you can make a product in the worst conditions and still not grow. I'm going to remove both of my dust caps. Swab my diluent 3 times in the same direction. Then my growth powder. If you haven't already, you might kind of shake your powder and tap it off the bottom of the vial to help it dilute a little bit quicker. And while those are drying, I open up my syringe and place my needle on. Go ahead and open up. This is a new package of caps, so I'm going to go ahead and open it up and have it ready. You don't want to open up the whole package. You just want to have enough exposed to get to the cap you're going to be using. So I'm going to dilute this with 20 mils. So I'm going to use about 17.5 mils of air. Place my cap where I can reuse it, since I will be scooping it back on. 45 to 90 in our rainbow method. I'm going to get 20 mils of diluent. Knock out all my bubbles. Alright, done with the diluent. So since the top of my vial is dry, I can go straight into it. 45 to 90. Sometimes the powder will dilute fast enough that you can flip it over and kind of shake it a couple times and pull it straight back into the syringe. The problem with this is it takes a little bit longer and you kind of need to swirl it. So that doesn't work very well. It's hard to tell, but if you'll notice that 20 mils fills this vial all the way to the tip top. So be very careful when you're doing this. Push it all in there. And then slightly move your needle, it's kind of hard to see, up into the air line. So that way you're just pulling out air and none of the fluid that you just put in. My vial's at equilibrium because this is not moving and it's got all the fluid in there, so I'm going to pull it out. Then I'm going to scoop my cap back on. Place my syringe to the side. Now I'm going to slightly swirl and shake my powder. This does take a little bit of time. You want to be careful not to block airflow to the top of your vial or to touch it and contaminate it. You don't get a chance to re-swab this, so you want to be very careful in this process. You can shake dilute, or you can roll it back and forth between your hands. You'll see there's still some pretty good clumps down at the bottom here. It does take a little bit of time. Still got some stuck down at the bottom.